race here to win for Martin Forseni wins the Mexican C-Prix. Chulo just a tenth behind. Gwetsley boy wins the Lithuanian. Totsod wins the German C-Prix. Fabio wins the Turkish C-Prix. What an amazing
4-second lead is gonna cruise the Singapore.
Skep wins once more this season. Does win the Singapore C-Prix here.
Absolutely wins the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Hello and welcome to Challenger Virtual Season 7 Round 2, the Saudi Arabian C-Prix, and we're starting off qualifying, and Fast Juicer is off to quite a slow start there. Looks like a mistake from him at the start, but of course first lap is often unrepresentative. Let's take a look at the token spend as drivers complete the first lap and start their first representative lap. We've got a single 4 token spender in the form of Dumashno from Tallest Forza, and we've got 6 free token spenders. We've got Ethan, Juicer, Fabio, Mr. 06, Hnandi and Arcaniac, and Guzziman, the only 1 token spender. No one's spending 2 today, and that is 8 token spenders overall. So the question is, that is a lot of free tokens being thrown around, 4 tokens being thrown around. And we've got Hnandi right now, and it's Dumashno who goes to the top of the timing sheets with a brilliant time of 26.08. Then we got Ethan has gone up here, Fabio, Guzziman on 1 token, pretty high. Fast Juicer struggling a little bit, looks like about to be overtaken by Arcaniac. Dumashno's going fast once again. Those 4 tokens, can he improve? Yes, he can. It's a 25.82. Guzziman provisionally gets up to the front row. Fast Juicer down in 10th at the current moment, behind Matimar, tokenless teammate of Arcaniac here today. Both Matimar racing cars currently 8th and 9th. Iceberg in 7th. Julo tokenless up in 6th. See here, Dumashno cannot improve. We got an improvement from Fabio. He goes up to the front row. Fast Juicer improves to 9th. Any big token spenders back here? No, I think all of them are up here at the top. Dumashno, of course, the only 4 token spender, but Fabio's really catching the back of Dumashno here. Neither of them improving, not much improvement here. Fast Juicer up to 5th now, and he's back into this qualifying, as this is the penultimate lap, I believe this will become. So 2 more laps left to be ran, and it's Dumashno and Fabio here at the top. Then you've got Guzzi, Hnandi, Ethan. Fast Juicer catching up to this pack, going fast as he can. He's finally found his footing. Dumashno won't improve, neither any of these drivers. What about Fast Juicer? Up to 3rd, fastest. What a return in this qualifying. He's gone from 10th to 3rd already. Can he improve on that in his final lap? Fabio's ahead of Dumashno. Will he be able to improve on his own lap? That's the question here. Dumashno going faster for the final turns. They improve. Fabio improves by just 100. We've got an improvement from Ethan up to 7th, but no improvement further for Fast Juicer. However, we got Butterlord up in 9th. We'll take a look at the full qualifying results in just a second. So here are the final qualifying results, accounting for tie breaks, of course. Let's just put up the tokens and also the upgrades here. We've got quite a few upgrades, a lot of speed, acceleration, grip upgrades going on that have significantly changed the grid, I think. Danube Flow now pretty much an even car to Nasaluna with the addition of 2 turbo, for example. So it's Dumashna, the 4 token spender, who takes the point for pole position and starts from, of course, pole position here today with the only sub 26 lap time. Fabio will start from the front row of a brilliant 26.22. He's spending 3 tokens here today. Of course, hoping to win again, just like Iceberg won the opening round, hoping to get another win for Nasa Luna, second in a row. Guzziman did set the 26.27 lap time before Fast Jizzer, so he will be starting from 3rd position with just a single token to his name. Where can he end up? Fast Jizzer, very interesting qualifying performance there in the end. He was struggling at the start. He made a mistake at the very start and then he dropped back a bit, but he did jump from 10th to 5th and then up to 4th, up to tied for 3rd even. So very crazy lap times from him in the latter half of that qualifying. Nandi spending 3 tokens just like Fast Jisser is going to start from 5th. Arcaniac close behind him starts from 6th with the same amount of tokens spent. Ethan, the last of the 3 token spenders, I think. No, actually no. But he will be starting from 7th. Butterlord, tokenless, starts from 8th, and he did set the 26.80 lap time before Mr. 06, who's spending 3 tokens, mind you, and Butterlord has beaten him, which is very interesting. Julo, also tokenless, starts from 10th, so that's Matessa and Nuri, the 2 teams which arguably underperformed the hardest in Kailami, with a 10th place finish for Butterlord spending 2 tokens, and a finish outside of the points for Julo spending 3. Well, now they're back for a vengeance to get some tokenless points potentially, with their teammates, of course, spending tokens further up the field. Iceberg will start from 11th. He was the winner in Kailami and will be hoping to fight for those tokenless points as well. Then it's Matimar, Stefano, Lera, Frzeni, G4, Charge T, Guetzli, Texman the first, and Rusky will start from last. That is both Sloth Racing drivers and both Russell British Racing drivers not spending any tokens here today. It will be 41 laps here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit for the Saudi Arabian C-Prix. And well, not much more to say. Let's get right into it. Here we go, and look at that. We got a lot of soft starts at the front, but Fast Juicer has opted for the hard tires, and we got Arcaniac on the mediums, and they're underway here in Jeddah. Ethan forced out into the grass. Butterlord is up into 7th position, tokenless. Fast Juicer is fighting with Nandi and Guzzi, 2 soft runners on his hard tires. Will he be able to have an advantage later on in the race? He overtakes Guzzi round the outside. Oh, too fast there. Hits the wall on the final turn, and Dumashna is still in first off pole position. Then we got Fabio, Nandi, Guzzi, Fast Juicer, Butterlord fighting Mr. 06 here. We got Julo Matimar ahead of his token spending teammate Arcaniac, and then Lyra Ethan down into 12th out of the points at the current moment. Dumashna still leads us off. Nandi overtakes Fabio, hits the wall at the exit, but keeps ahead of Fabio here, and Fast Juicer has been keeping up with the soft runners quite well so far, down in 5th. Butterlord on the softs, completely tokenless, is up in 6th position, looking like a great race for Matessa so far. What about Nuri? Is Nandi currently fighting for that 2nd position, has been just overtaken by Fabio in fact. Nice exit there. Final turn, not as much for Fast Juicer. Dumashno with an incredible time at 26.50, and he is just escaping the crowd here, and looks like we've got like a very distanced, very big gaps already forming here. Mr. 06 gets past Fast Juicer. Of course, Fast Juicer is on a harder compound of tires here. But he actually gets back in front of Mr. 06. Must have been a bad exit from Mr. 06. on that final hairpin. Bartlord holding on to 7th. Arcaniac back ahead of his teammate in 8th. Ethan got back up to 10th, and Matimar running tokenless in 10th, just ahead of Sloth Racing driver Fresenia is also tokenless here. Any token spenders in the bottom 10 does not look like it. All 8 are at the top. Nandi and Fabio fighting again for second. Nandi goes wide, and that allows Guzzi to get on the back of him as well, but he's not too far behind Fabio, and he's instantly plotting a counter move against Fabio here. Another attack for second possession, and we've got Guzzi and Fast Jusha that's allowed them to catch up to this pack, and Nandi overtakes Fabio for second. Guzzi man overtaking Fabio for third. He doesn't have the momentum. Fast Jusher right on the back of both of them with a great exit off the final turn. Guzzi goes wide, hits the grass. Fast Jusher is up into 4th possession. Fabio round the outside of Nandi. Can he make it work? No, he cannot. Now through the chicane, still doesn't have the momentum. Nandi is keeping up in second place for now. Dumashna is already 4 seconds ahead of this pack, and we got Fast Jusser on the back of both of them here, fighting with Nandi. Guzziman is already into the pits off of the soft tires after just 7 laps on them. He's onto mediums. Dumashna still staying up. Oh, Fast Jusser is through into second. What's happened? Fabio and Nandi going slow. Nandi must have gone wide, and Fabio, of course, we saw him at the tail end of a potential driving mistake there, driving error. Dumashna is into the pits off of the softs. Fast Jusser on the hards is going to continue. Fabio on the soft, so is Nandi, Mr. Sor 6, they all enter the pits. What about Bartlord? He also enters the pits from 7th, and now Fast Jusser has inherited the race lead, but you will have Dumashna and the rest now slowly catching up to him as those hards start to wear out. A little reminder of the upgrades we have: it's free speed, 2 acceleration, and free grip for Matessa. A pretty balanced car after Bartlord suggested the use of upgrading acceleration. Dumashna now 5 seconds behind. That is a free speed 2 grip car, so is essentially Matessa without the acceleration and with slightly less grip. However, they do have that extra token going for them. Then we got Fabio's opted to go on another set of softs, currently in 3rd. That is a 2 speed, 4 acceleration, and 4 grip, so they do beat Matessa and Carlos Forza in both acceleration and grip. However, they slightly lack in speed compared to those two aforementioned teams. And of course, they are in a very similar car to Guzziman, and it looks like Dumashna involved in a massive incident with his teammate, with his lap teammate. And he's lost so much time. He's lost 3 seconds to Fabio behind. He's lost 3 seconds to Fast Jusser ahead. It all works out mathematically. However, he still holds an incredible fastest lap. And now Fabio slowed down by Texman the first. He's got Mr. 06 on his back. Then we got Guzziman in 5th. Nandi in 6th. We'll take off the upgrades for now. Fighting with Guzziman. Ethan in 7th, not a very impressive performance from Pounder so far. Bartlord fighting with Arcaniac and Freseni. Freseni has gone up to the points. Both him and Bartlord tokenless. Arcaniac, however, spending 3 tokens. Not really performing great right now. Fast Jusser is still out on those hard tires, and the gap has completely closed. He might have gotten in a similar incident to Dumashna's. But yeah, he is about to pit, I assume, but he's already overtaken by Dumashna and by Fabio, and he's staying out, and we're gonna have rain coming in. Mr. 06, that does help Fast Jusser, who's about to pit and lose a lot of time. However, he's still gonna lose a lot of time on those dead hard tires. Why did he not pit already for wets or enters? And it's a lot of wet petting here from Nandi, Guzziman, Ethan, Bartlord, but they are struggling on a yet dry track, so it was in fact timed slightly well, but Fast Jusser does go wide there on the final turn, and everyone is onto the wets now. Fabio has taken the lead of the race. followed by Dumash. Now Mr. 06, who started I believe from 9th, is now all the way up in 3rd. Fast Juicer in 4th. He's disconnected a bit from the top 3. Guzzy Man in 5th, still fighting Nandy for that position. Ethan is in 7th. Butterlord has come out best of the tokenless runners, and we're gonna have Clouds coming in soon, so it was a big strategy reset here. Texman the first, the only one on the Inter tires. Barlord, like I said, in 8th, Arcaniac in 9th, and his tokenless teammate Matimar is currently in 10th position. Fabio has really separated himself from Dumashna and Mr. 06 by 1.5 seconds. Fast Juicers now 4 seconds behind him, really struggling to get anything done on those wet tires. And when we'll see the drivers pitting for dry tires, we don't see Do or Mr. 06 doing that just yet. Neither does Fast Juicer. I think next lap, at the end of lap 17, there will be pits for dry tires. Dumashna catching back up to Fabio, slowed down by the lapped car of Guetzli. Fast Juicer currently still 4 seconds behind. Guzzy Man 2 seconds behind him. Then Nandy, Ethan, Arcaniac has gone back ahead of Butterlord, who is still firmly ahead of Matimor. Fabio, Mr. 06, Dumash is still all out on the wet tires. Everyone here out on the wets. Nandy is the first one to pit for dries, and I think that might have been a miscalculation for drivers such as Guzzy and maybe even Fast Juicer, but he has caught up nearly 2 seconds to the podium runners. And we got Nandy on the hards, Ethan onto mediums, Arcaniac onto softs, Barlords onto hards, Matimar is onto softs, Fabio is into the pits, he's onto medium tires, Mr. 06 in second, he's onto hard tires, Dumashna onto mediums, Fast Juicer onto hards. A lot of hard compounds being chosen here. Guzzy Man, he's onto the mediums, not a lot of softs until we reach 8th place with Arcaniac. And it looks like it's only the Matimar racing drivers in the top 10 who have opted to use the softs right after the rain. Fabio is now 3 seconds ahead of Mr. 06 in second. Mr. Sir will be hoping to try and close that gap and extend the gap to Dumashna behind. Fast Juicer's definitely closed the gap to Do. He is now, he is under 2 seconds to Dumashna already. And Fabio, he's been overtaken by Mr. 06. Another potential error in that first sector, and it's a really deadly sector there. If you hit the grass, you'll lose so much speed on these new cars. As you can already tell, nearly everyone has suffered through that corner. I guess that makes it a bit more fair that it was everyone. But Fabio is now in second behind Mr. 06. Dumashna, Fast Juicer, this top 4 has bunched up a bit more now. But driving past all these lapped cars will be difficult. Mr. 06 now gets past Stefano. Fabio also trying to get past Stefano. Dumashna getting past Lyra. Fast Juicer has to get past Dumashna's teammate, which might lead to some team orders. He goes around the outside. He does successfully get past him and Lyra in just a single turn. Mr. 06 really struggling with Stefano now as Fabio gets into first. Dumashna very close behind him. Fast Juicer also close behind him. And it's Nandy currently in 5th. A ways away from this top 4. Who will finish on the podium? That's the question. Fabio and Mr. 06 look to be battling more for the win. Dumashna and Fast Juicer more for 3rd position. And it looks like the harder compounds of tires are the better choice for you here. Less chance of making huge mistakes. As Dumashna is fighting Mr. 06 for second now. Fabio is running away in 1st place. Dumashna still looking to go side by side with Mr. 06, and into the entry of the final hairpin. Mr. 06 will have a very good turn there, I'd say, but he does lose some momentum, and that allows Dumashna back into the conversation. Fast Juicer is just holding on to 4th at this point. Let's take a look down the field. Guzzy goes incredibly wide into the grass, and Nandy takes 5th. However, Guzzy's still holding on right behind him. We've got Ethan in 7th. Arcaniac has caught up to him, both spending 3 tokens here. Matimar is up into 9th. In fact, he's 2 seconds ahead of Butterlord. The only 2 tokenless drivers currently in the points. Mr. 06 with a big move on Dumashna there. Just had a lot of momentum exiting that first sector, and he's taken it to retake second position. We're over halfway through this race at this point. Fast Juicer is just holding on to 4th, despite the top 4 being relatively close to each other. There hasn't been many permanent positions changes, except maybe Mr. 06 and Fabio. Guzziman is back ahead of Nandi now. Ethan in 7th. Arcaniac has dropped significantly from really struggling on those worn softs. Guzzi is up to 9th. Stefano up into 10th, as Matimar has pitted off of the softs onto a set of hard tires. And will we see Arcaniac pit at the end of this lap? That's looking likely. Mr. 06 on the back of Fabio, and Fast Juicer has overtaken Dumashna for 3rd position. The hard tire runners might be improving their positions now that the mediums are starting to wear out. Arcaniac is indeed into the pits. Fabio is still out on the medium tires himself. Arcaniac is pitted for hard tires just like his teammate. Fast Juicer has ran away from Dumashna, in fact, is really struggling on those medium tires. If we take a look at the upgrades again, we can see here, of course, that Colosst Forza has the lowest grip of those 4 cars, followed by Fast Juicer with 3 from Matessa, 4 from Nasaluna, and 5 from Hurricane. And it looks like it is helping Hurricane at this current moment in time, as they have the highest grip. They make a big mistake here. Fabio is into the pits onto a fresh set of hard tires 12 laps before the end. Will he take those to the very end? Fast Juicer inherits the lead. Mr. 06 in 2nd. Dumashna still out on those mediums, is currently in 3rd place. See then into the pits. Fast Juicer, will he enter the pits? He's not into the pits. Mr. 06 says, and we're gonna have heavy rain coming soon, and that is changing everything. That is terrible news for Fabio, who has just pitted. That is terrible news for him. He's back down at the bottom of that top 4. Fast Juicer, also bad news for him. He has to struggle through an entire lap on those dead hards. And he's just going to be hoping to keep up as much of his gap as he can. And into this final turn, we'll be hoping to just stay and not lose too much time. He has lost already 2 seconds, and now he's into the pits. And where will he come out? Mr. 06 will overtake him, but will Dumashna overtake him? Will Fast Juicer, he comes out in 2nd place. Dumashna has more momentum, but he makes a mistake. Fast Juicer comes out in 2nd place, 3 seconds behind Mr. 06. Then we have Dumashna, we have Fabio in 4th, Guzziman in 5th makes another mistake, and we're going to have clouds coming soon. We will have one final stint, most likely it looks like on mediums from all the drivers. Nandi, then Ethan, Arcaniac, or maybe even softs if the rain persists for long enough, the track is wet for long enough. Arcaniac in 8th, Bartlord in 9th, and Matimar holding on to 10th position, but is currently Mr. 06 first, and a lot of lapped cars here that Fast Juicer and Dumashna have to deal with, allowing Fabio to slowly but surely catch up to them as Fast Juicer loses 2nd position to Dumashna. Nandi trying to chase down Guzziman for 5th position. Let's have a reminder of the token plans here. Currently we've got Mr. 06 in 1st. He's spending 3 tokens. Amazing performance from the Hurricane Racing driver so far. He's 8 seconds in the lead, 7 seconds now, but still a big lead from him. Dumashna currently in 2nd, the only 4 token spender, the pole setter and the fastest lap holder here today. Fast Juicer currently in 3rd position, just looking to try and stay ahead of Fabio. Spending 3 tokens here today. Fabio also spending 3 tokens. Guzman spending only 1 token, and he's all the way up in 5th. That shows you what good a Cardano flow have. Nandi spending 3 is in 6th. Ethan spending 3 is in 7th. Arcaniac spending 3 is in 8th. As he tries to lap Fabio there is really on the back of Fast Juicer here. Barlord spending none is in 9th, and Matimar spending none is in 10th. And we've got some drivers already pitting. Lyra has pitted onto dry tires. Nandi is in for dry tires, looking to take an undercut on Guzman, and it looks like it'll be mostly softs for those, it'll just be softs for those runners ahead. Mr. 06 onto the softs he goes. Dumashna, Fast Juicer has kept 3rd position, and he's not too far behind Dumashna either. It'll be a big freeway fight for 2nd place as they all pit onto the soft tires. It'll all be about who has the best pace of the bunch here, but I think Mr. 06 has quite solidified his victory here today. It's only a matter of time. Fast Juicer, Fabio, Fast Juicer around the outside of Julo, and they're looking to try and catch Dumashna once again. Nandi in 5th, currently ahead of Guzman with that undercut, but he will have slightly more worn tires at the end of it all. Not much other things happening, so let's take a look at this fight. Fast Juicer has ran away from Fabio. He's on the back of Dumashna through this 1st sector, and he's not looking for a move for the hairpin. He does lose a lot of momentum hitting the back of Dumashna. Fabio's still in this as well. Fast Juicer's got a lot of boost saved up. He's not deploying it. Fabio is slowly inching ahead to catch him. Dumashna comfortably in 2nd at the current moment. And Fabio, oh shit, Fabio is deploying his boost now, and he overtakes Fast Juicer through the 2nd sector, the 3rd sector. There he goes, he's into the podium positions, but Fast Juicer will be looking for a counter move here, and he goes on the inside, hits a little bit of grass on the exit, and they're side by side, and Charge AT is also not making it easy for them to negotiate a fight here. Dumashna is pulling away as a result. We're not seeing any other real fights. Guzman has really lost a lot to Nandi, so let's keep our eye on this one. Dumashna has really run away from Fabio and Fast Juicer. It's a fight for 3rd now. Fabio with the fastest lap of the race now at 26.40. That is an incredible lap time from Fabio. Fast Juicer with a big mistake. Lots of grass there at the very end. Is lucky to just still be within a 2nd of Fabio. Dumashna has closed the gap to only 6 seconds, but that will not be enough as we're starting the final lap of the race. And I don't know if we're going to see any final lap excitement here. Fabio is on the back of Dumashna, so we might, as Mr. 06 rounds the final hairpin. Mr. 06 wins the Saudi Arabian C-Prix. Fabio is ahead of Dumashna going into the final turn. Will that be enough? Yes, it will. Fabio finishes in 2nd, Dumashna in 3rd, Fast Juicer in 4th. Nandi will cross the line to finish in 3rd place, 5th place, sorry, 5th place. Guzman with just a single token will cross the line in 6th position. Ethan, another sort of mediocre performance for Pounder Racing as Ethan finishes in 7th position. Arcaniac will finish in 8th. Butterlord tokenless about to finish in 9th, giving some redemption for his struggles in Kailami. And Matimar finishing in 10th position. Great job from Matimar Racing to get double points here today. And yeah, that is the points. That is Mr. 06 with the victory for Hurricane Racing. Gonna have national anthems very soon as we get to the results screen. Stefano finishes in 11th. Julo crosses the line in 12th. Look at the gaps. There you have it. Fabio will take the fastest lap of the race. Pole position, of course, went to Dumashna, who will take that extra point. Mr. 06. Let's hear it for the UK national anthem. And now for Hurricane Racing. Let's hear the French national anthem for the constructors. That was the Saudi Arabian C-Prix. Congratulations to Mr. 06 and Hurricane Racing for their first victory this season. Fabio on the podium. So same to Dumashna, Fastjuster in 4th, Nandi in 5th, Guzman in 6th, Ethan in 7th, Arcaniac in 8th, Barlord in 9th, making it double points for Matessa. Matimar in 10th, making it double points for Matimar Racing. 11th for Stefano, 12th for Julog, then Guetzli, Lira, Iceberg, Frzeni, Ruski, Chargy T, Texman the 1st, and finally G4. So that'll be all, and we'll see you next week for the Monaco C-Prix. See you then, and bye.